Kamala Harris, why is she in my DM? Huh? She stay in my DM. Oh, y'all be thinking I'm playing. I'm not playing. Kamala Harris. She in my DM, bitch.
Listen, I don't want to make it seem like I'm beating up on the Derricos, but I got a lot of questions. And if I never knew that they had extended nieces and nephews or grandchildren, when it comes to Gigi, I don't think this ever would have been a thing. But now that we know there's extended family that they disown or don't talk to, I got a lot of questions. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to our brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Let me say what's up to the people. What's up, beautiful? What's up, Winnie? What's up, no weapon formed against me? What's up, Grandma Joy? What's up, Ronnie? How you doing? What's up, Denitria? Thank you for holding it down. Shout out to my moderator. What's up, Vanita? How are you? What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Thank you for coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. You know the spiel. Y'all know everything. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So as you guys know, over the weekend I had reported that Cierra, who is Dion's niece and Gigi's granddaughter, had basically been putting them on blast on the whole Facebook page. There's a Derrico fan page that they have, and Cierra has been putting them all on blast. Well, here's the thing. I had initially seen Dion's video. You remember the live where he was kind of addressing everything. Mind you, we didn't even know about a Facebook page or anything. So this is actually Deon Derrico's fault that we even know about any of this. Because if he had just ignored it and not said anything, it wouldn't have came to light. We would not have known. This would have been something small that probably didn't really gain traction unless Cierra or the other nieces and nephews came forward and on YouTube or something like that. Usually YouTube has a bigger platform. Facebook can get traction and things can go viral, but that's like a private Facebook group. So not too many people are really involved in that private Facebook group. So it wouldn't have grown legs without Dion and Gigi coming on camera and making it a big deal. That's just my opinion, y'all. I mean, before I talked about it, did you guys even know anything about his other nieces and nephews that his brother Chris had? Did y'all know anything about his children? No. Maybe some of y'all did. Maybe it was just me who didn't know about his other children. Dion and his mom are it to me. Yeah. There's questions. And again, not everybody's family gets along. We understand that. Y'all know there's people in my family who I don't get along with. Let me expose myself. But at the same time, I'm not pretending like they don't exist or I'm not talking about, well, I don't have any kids, but I'm not talking about my mom or my dad. There's just certain things that you just don't go after certain people. And especially you don't go on a TV show and make it seem that Amani was Chris's only offspring. Literally, you guys were all like, oh, I didn't know he did, he had children. This is his son. We're so happy. The whole storyline with Armani was based on, we didn't know Chris had any children. This is our grandson, our nephew. We love him. We're so happy that we got a piece of Chris. Rest in peace to Amani. because Amani is no longer here, as you guys know. Unfortunately, he passed away. But now I'm looking at it, and was Amani just used as a pawn, you guys? And I mean from both sides. Because it seems like his siblings were cool with him at one point, but then jealousy got into play because it seemed like Dion, the Derricos, cared more about Amani than they did him, and they felt like he was getting money and stuff like that, and they were jealous. And then with Dion and Gigi, it seems that they're basically saying, "Oh yeah, Amani isn't like them. You know, he don't act like them. We know he's ours because we took a DNA test. We don't know about them." Mind you, they admitted to being at all three of their births. But, oh, we don't know about them. Like, oh, you know, like they got cooties or something like that, or they're bad people. Now, no matter how bad your family is, you don't do that to family. And mind you, you are the elder. And again, a lot of their resentment towards the kids is because they don't like the mom. How many of y'all, we might not like the mama, you know, we might have nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Might not like the mama. Ooh, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. So my brother's girlfriend, right? She ain't the best, right? But I respect her. And I realize that my nieces and nephews might grow up not to be shit because they mama ain't shit. But I feel I'm going to hell for this. I'm going to hell. I already know. But I'm saying, y'all, I know that. But I don't take it out on the kids that they parents ain't. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, don't take it on to the kids. That's not their fault. I mean, they're grown now. Trust me. Not mine, but I'm talking about Dion, his nieces and his niece and his nephew are grown. But yeah, you might not like your sibling or your sibling spouse that they choose or whatnot. That's common. And I'm exposing myself. Like, yeah, that's true. No, I don't hate her or nothing like that. I just think, you know, she got some character flaws. We all got character flaws, but she got some character flaws, right? So with all Jesus, now she gonna come on the internet and do an interview too. Anyway, we all got character flaws, right? So with that being said, you still don't put that on the kids or your nieces and nephews. That's not their fault, you know? So with that being said, I want to go ahead and just refresh you guys' memory and play the clip of Dion talking about that whole interaction about they wanted to fight Amani and he owed him money and all. The nieces and nephews, his siblings were saying he owed like $500 and that whole mix up. So I want to play that and then we'll talk more.
We wouldn't be having this kind of conversation because you know me.
But then the thing about it, his mama at birth, she put Turner, which is Chris' last name, she put Turner on the boy's birth certificate. And then when she had the girl, she put Walker, which is her last name.
And we asked her, why would you do that? Why would you not name all the children for the same?
Ooh, I want to interrupt that because Cierra did say in that Facebook group, the reason why her name is Walker like her mom is because Chris, the dad, the brother, and Gigi's son was in jail. So she put Walker instead. And again, they kind of absolved Chris, who passed away, unfortunately, of anything, but they admit that he was in and out of jail. So yeah, the kids and the mom, it might be some friction because the daddy was always in jail and y'all said he was bipolar and stuff. They had mental health issues. So yeah, that relationship wasn't perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and play the video and we can discuss that later too.
Judge Mathis, how are you today, man?
We wouldn't be having this kind of conversation because you know me.
But then the thing about it, his mama at birth, she put Turner, which is Chris' last name, she put Turner on the boy's birth certificate. And then when she had the girl, she put Walker, which is her last name.
And we asked her, why would you do that? Why would you not name all the children for the same last name, especially considering they're supposed to be from the same man? Made no sense at all, but you couldn't talk sense into her. And so we got into it about that. My niece don't even know that. My niece don't even know. So then my niece contacts Amani. So let's back up. There's so much to this. Amani took it upon himself to go and meet with them, unbeknownst to me, as I told Amani, they wasn't raised like you were raised. They haven't had the love instilled in them like you've had. So they're going to deal with you differently. And I'm not necessarily saying that they would have hurt him, but I don't know because I know how poisonous their mother was.
Yes.
I know the kind of issues that their mother, I know the kind of issues that their mother was about, and I know how she could lie and make up things. I didn't want Amani to get himself thrown into that and get hurt some kind of way. So I said, so let me sort of check things out. Let me make the connection between you and them. Well, he asked me, can you send me pictures of them? Well, I didn't have recent pictures. I had to go by my brother's, Chris, his Facebook page. And I went through his Facebook and some kind of way found pictures of the three of them. And I sent those pictures to Amani. When Amani saw them, he instantly recognized my niece. He knew her. He had played basketball with her. He says, oh, wow, I know her, Unc. I said, do you? I said, he said, I played basketball with her, Unc. I said, do you? I said, okay, cool. I said, well, just give me a minute. Let me figure out how I want to introduce it to y'all because I don't want no drama. He says, okay. He was excited. He goes behind my back. I don't want to say behind my back, but he did. He didn't tell me that he was reaching out to them anyway. He reaches out to the sister. He meets the sister and the youngest brother. He meets them. The day that he meet them, they accused him, Amani, of having stolen $500. I don't know if my youngest nephew ever had $500 in his hand at one time in his life. He accused him, and I believe that was done as a way to get me to pay the $500 for Amani. That's what I believe later. So I called Amani, like, what's going on? They saying you stole money. Did you meet them? Amani was like, yeah, because I didn't know. He said, yeah, my apologies, Unc. Now I see what you're talking about. Now I see how they living. He said the mother was drunk. Kawan was drunk. He said they were belligerent. They were cussing. They were just talking all this crap. They were talking about my father. This is what Amani told me. He said they were talking about my father, disrespecting my father. He says, and I told him, like, listen, my father is deceased. Can we keep this about us? He says, so I was trying to really have a good time. He says, and when I left, I thought everything was good. It wasn't until the next day. And I said, well, man, I'm pretty sure you've never done that because I know the upbringing that they had from their mother. I says, and unfortunately, this is what I was telling you, you cannot trust it. I says, I'm a family person. I believe in bringing family together. You see that echoed throughout our television show, but I'm also a Detroiter and I spot bullshit real fast. And I don't want to be in the midst of it. And so I told him this and he said, well, Uncle, I apologize. So after that, my nephew, the youngest nephew who accused Amani of stealing from him, he then calls me back and says to me, yeah, Unc, my bad. He didn't steal no money from me. It was all on me. And my bad. I'm going to tell little bro that. That's what he tells me. And I say, well, Kawan, I don't know how he's going to be behind this. I say, because it's really a lot when someone accuses you of something that you didn't do, especially stealing some money. He says, yeah, I get it, but I'm going to apologize to him. And he did. He apologized to Amani. But at that point, Amani was like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I say, well, listen, man, don't forget what I told you. I says, if you decide to meet up with them again, you need to do it with a neutral party, someone that can have it documented, someone that could video it. I says, and I'm telling you what I know. I would never spit venom on anyone. These are things I've never said prior to now. No one can have it documented nowhere what I've ever said about their mother to anyone until right now. That says a lot. And
so the part where he's talking about you need to have somebody there to document it or somebody there to videotape it just to make sure. I didn't really understand that part. I was all like, why wouldn't you be there? Like, you should, you know what I mean? You should be there, if anything, to kind of be the liaison to the situation. But these messages might explain. Now, they're really small, so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. I have it here on my phone. So this is Cierra is in the bluish purple color, and then Amani is the gray. And so you see, she said, because basically he goes ahead and messages them without behind Dion's back. And he wanted to reach out to his siblings. Imagine your dad's not living on this earth. You never met your dad. The closest thing to your dad that you have is your siblings. So why not? So Cierra goes, who family? How you know who my family is? He says, no funny-ish, but I know of your family from the Derricos, and I needed some information. And then Cierra said, I don't F with them to be given information about them. I just wanted to know why you don't, or why your brothers don't. Who are you? How you even know I'm related to them? How you know my brothers? That's Cierra, right? And so then Amani says, hold on. Amani says, all right, I'm going to cut to the chase. Chris was my pops. No funny-ish. I wanted to see why y'all don't F with them so I can watch myself. So, again, rest in peace to Amani. But according to this, Amani was all like, well, I just want to see why y'all don't F with them so I can, at least prepare myself, like, what's going on? Imagine you coming into this family and you figure out, oh, y'all don't like each other? Like, why don't y'all like each other? Dion told them one thing, and he probably wanted to see for himself, like, okay, well, why don't y'all, F with each other? Like, let me find out myself. So then the next message, hold on, let me pull up the next message. 1 moment. Here we go. Cierra says, yeah, so how old are you? He says 24. She says, oh, okay, cool, I'm 25. Then he says, okay, for sure, yeah, this ish crazy. I'm glad I hit you up. Yeah, this is crazy for real. I'm shocked. Amani says, me too. I knew my brother before I knew my brother. And then he sends Cierra his phone number. Okay. Then this one right here, Cierra had sent a picture of Gigi. He goes like, but I never knew he was my, I think he meant my pops on God. I never knew him, but I knew everything about his family most recently. I just did a DNA test with his mom's. He grew up on Dexter, though. I got a couple of pics. So those are the pictures or whatever. But he basically was all like, I knew this family. So I guess Amani had heard about Chris, his dad, before, he really even knew the family and stuff like that. So he probably was around the neighborhood. Now, they say he got into a lot of trouble and stuff like that. Talking about Chris, got into a lot of trouble. So he probably like the neighborhood so-and-so or whatever, right? Here's another message. So this one says, my daddy, mom, and then Amani said, yeah. And then Cierra says, oh, wow, this weird, crazy, all of the above. Then Amani says, I'm hip, but they move in with this little show, and I'm just trying to find out who everybody is. He moving kind of funny, talking about Dion, saying that he's moving kind of funny. This is kind of alarming. Like, okay, why is he moving funny? Why is he moving weird? Now, I don't know if Dion was moving funny because, again, he didn't want Amani to meet them without somebody being there with cameras or whatnot, right? Then Cierra says, oh, yeah, they've been moving funny. It's a lot of ish you don't know. Then Amani says, that's why I was trying to find y'all before I get involved with these ninjas. But your brothers went to my school, went to school with my brother a long time ago at Coleman A. Young, while my mom and Chris was kicking it. Then here's another message. Let me pull up this one. Oh, no. Is this the one? No. This one. Okay. He said, we got a link. I just want to get to know y'all for real because this ninja didn't tell me this and made it seem like he could get y'all to come on the little show and shit. But I just wanted to kick it with y'all off air. And so then he goes on and on or whatever. So here's my thing. With Dion, was it that you didn't want them to meet each other because, that side of the family is iffy and sketchy, talking about Chris's other kids? Or was it that you wanted them to film on camera? Because that's two different things. Because remember at the last part, when I played you guys that clip, Dion was talking about, oh yeah, you needed it documented, blah, blah, blah. Well, according to Amani, it seemed like, no, you wanted the cameras to be there. You wanted to film that on camera. Just like this whole meeting Amani on camera and stuff like that. Why did y'all want to meet him on camera? Why didn't y'all meet him before and then bring it to the TV show? Like, why? It's a lot of skepticism because it's all like something so private and something so personal. Why would you want that on camera? Just like, for example, what if they loved Amani, right? And they were like cool and everything, and then they do the blood test and find out that Amani is not Chris's son. Then what would happen? But you choose to put that on TV? Like, come on now. It's a lot of stuff that now I'm looking at, I'm all like, huh. A lot of this stuff possibly was just for TV. Now, do I think that they actually loved Amani and stuff like that? Yeah. I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning it at all. But let me also be able to make good TV. Because even though I don't rock with my nieces and nephews, let's get them to come on the show and then we can film it, you meeting them for the first time and everything like that. Why would something like that and so private? And it seemed Armani was all like, I don't want to meet y'all on camera. Well, he said it. I didn't want to meet y'all with cameras. I wanted to meet y'all off air. And then also, he doesn't really know the Derricos like that. And it seemed like he's trying to get information like, hey, I'm trying to figure out the family dynamic, why you don't rock with them. Like, is there something that I need to look out for or something I need to watch? So it seemed like Amani was skeptical too as well. Now, going back to the story about the $500, Cierra never answered anything about the whole $500 story. So I don't know if they were trying to set him up and then get Dion to pay the $500. I mean, if that is true, then the siblings, they ain't shit for that, because that's definitely was wrong, accusing him of trying to steal money and stuff like that. That was wrong. But the same token, was that story really true? Was there a mix-up, or there's a lot of answers that we don't have. Christopher Jr. actually did a response video, but it was more like a parody. And I'm actually going to put the whole video on like a different upload, because I didn't want to play the whole 9 minutes on here because it's long. But he's just doing a parody, so I'm just going to play a little clip of it. But I'll post the whole thing later. This is what he said.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Just gotta address some stuff that's going on, man. As y'all know, of course, me, Deon Derrico, I love drama. And any drama I could get in, I couldn't wait to get in. Literally. Now, today, we gotta talk about this drama, man. This drama. About these allegedly kids that I took care of about 8 years, let you tell it. Oh, yeah. Gigi, you got something you want to say? No, okay. Keep reading the script. Keep read the script. Anyway, sorry about that. Something that I got to clear up for my fans and, people I've been lying to all this time. Excuse my wrinkled ass shirt. I'm trying to cover it up with the pillow. I don't know where to begin. So let me get off. Wait, Gigi, wait. Seems like she's always on my shoulder. Grown-ass man with a woman always over his shoulder. Ain't that right, Gigi? Now, allegedly, I catered to these kids. I took these kids up under my wing. I sent them down the street to their grandmother's house to take tender, good care of them, while me and Lisa stayed down the street and ate pizza. I sent them down the street to Mama's house and made them eat pork and beans and hot dogs. Let's not forget that. Let's not. So, wait, I see somebody said something about those nickels. Let's address that right now. Yeah, so my oldest, allegedly, nephew, who's 19 years old, didn't know where he was at the time of 19 years old. I think he was in Arizona. But went over to his grandmother's house, who I took care of, who I left sitting on her ass all day long and let her rot in her house while I ran it up on everybody else. Yeah. He decided to take his grown ass over there and take some nickels. Some nickels. Now, I don't know how you shun a child off based off of nickels. And how you lie and say that he was a grown man. But if you confronted him about it, which I did when he was almost a teenager or grown, why wasn't it dropped in and there? No, Gigi and I, who took care of his father's funeral, I think it was 10,000 I paid. Well, that is a concern. I don't know. But the closest to kin, his oldest, didn't take care of it. What about you, Gigi?
I don't know. He stole from me and he didn't want to.
All right, Gigi. You get what I mean, though. Now, mind you, I'm a grown-ass man, and I never wanted to discuss the many issues that I had with their mother. She was just very toxic. Now, me, being a part of the ABC 123s, I didn't want to confront her. So I went to my mother. That was the only logic thing to do. I could only go to my mother and talk to her and see what toxic things she can make up as well.
Yo, the way he had the hat on, and then the shirt was wrinkled too. And then, but the icing on the cake was, and I know I'm going to hell for this, but the Gigi one, he had the mask with the sky. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. Oh my God. That was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm for comedy is comedy. If you got your feel, if you sensitive, then you need to get out of here. But comedy is comedy. But he ain't ish for that. Like I said, I'm gonna post the whole video later. I'm going with you, right, Morgan? We all going in the chat because y'all all laughed at that. But again, according to Chris, even though he was joking and stuff like that, but he said, the same grandmother you left on her ass or whatever. There's a lot of claims that the niece and the nephews are making about, like, they did not care about their dad, Chris. They make it seem like, oh, we love Chris and stuff like that, but they didn't actually like Chris like that. Like, they shunned him. He was basically the black sheep of the family. And now we're hearing like they didn't treat the grandma so well, but they made a big stink about, oh yeah, you stole, $5, but they're saying it was $20 from the grandma and all this stuff. So it seems like a lot of the how they put these people on pedestals and how they love their family. And I'm not denying that they didn't love Chris or they didn't love the grandma, but it's always, we did so much, we did this, we did that, and all this. And if you do so much, you don't have to tell people about it. You don't have to say nothing. Oh, just like, oh, why, we had to pay, we paid $10,000 for the funeral, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, thank you. Because who's to say that the kids had the money to be able to bury their father? They might not have it. Because let's be honest, like, if you don't have the money to bury, I don't know if Chris had life insurance. They make it seem like he was in and out of jail, so I'm assuming he didn't have life insurance if he had to pay the $10,000, because you pay for that stuff through your life insurance, right? So I'm assuming he didn't have any. So if you know that the oldest son been in and out of jail, he ain't got no money. The youngest is like 20, she's like 25, she said. 25, so more than likely she ain't just got 10,000 laying around. And then you got the second oldest, he probably didn't have any extra money. So if the dad didn't leave them anything, what did you expect them to have? I know when I was in my early 20s, I did not have listen, I'm in my 30s and I ain't got 10,000 in the bank. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't got 10,000 in the bank like that. But let me ask y'all, when y'all were in your 20s, did y'all have 10,000 in the bank? I did not have $10,000 in the bank when I was in my 20s. And shit, I ain't got 10,000 right now. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So if you're the money man, you got all these businesses, you flipping homes and stuff like that, then you got you a little money and you paid for it. That's your brother. It's not like you're a stranger off the street. You know what I mean? It's not like this is a stranger off the street paying for the funeral. That's your brother. And you did it because you love your brother. Why would you ever use you paying for the funeral as something like a insult or anything like that? Oh, Maggie, I didn't know you were 70. Shout out to all the old heads out there. I love that. Probably owe their mom child support on grown children. Right. Did the dad pay child support? Yeah, it's disingenuous. Right. You're right about that, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful one. Beautiful one. I know we got multiple beautifuls in here, so let me clarify. Most Americans are 5,000 accident or unsuspected mishap away from being homeless. Exactly. Exactly. Find that son, we will know the tea, coffee, eggnog, everything. I have not, I have a Facebook business account, so I can't DM them, but I can go on my personal one and try to DM them. I don't know if they would be willing to do an interview. Well, let me ask you guys. If I can get one of them to interview with me, would y'all like an interview with the niece and nephew? Put a one in the chat. Yes. Put a two in the chat. No. I should stay away from it. Ooh, my kneecap itch. Let me see. Because I'm one of those people, I like to report on the news. I don't like to do breaking news. And then what if they ask me for $500? I ain't got no five. I ain't got it. I'm Tasha K with it. I ain't got it. You want to do an interview for free? That'd be cool. What's up, Crystal? I'll put up the Cash App. Be all like, hey, you guys, if you want to support them, put up the Cash App and stuff like that. But as far as me, that's where it gets tricky because you don't want to pay for interviews because what happens, say if Dion sues me, they can always come back and be all like, oh, well, he paid us. So that's why, okay, if they ask for money, no. Okay, I'll reach out to them. I'll reach out. Yeah, I'll try to reach out to them and see because there's a lot of questions. Like I want to know, like, did y'all try to get him jumped over $500? Like, what was all that about? And were you guys jealous of him? And you guys thought you were owed money? And we want to know the info. We want to know the truth. And also the part about their mom linking up with Katie Joy. Like, what was that all about? Was the mom lying or was she telling the truth? If your mom was lying, if your mom was telling the truth, why did you guys write those statements for Dion? Do you guys have a strained relationship with your mom? Like, there's a lot of questions. We gonna get down to it. We want to know the truth. Like I said, there's a lot of information from both sides. I think they both have dirt on each other and they both have stories about each other. They're just not saying everything, and they're just saying the parts that make them look good. I think you should be careful with this issue. You know how it feels when your family business is in the streets. You're right, Winnie. You're definitely right. You're right about that. Yeah. I would be as careful as possible. You know what I mean? I would try to be careful as possible. Definitely respectful. I'm not going to be all like, oh, well, why'd you guys do? It's a way that you can go about it. But I'll definitely see. I think a lot of people have questions and a lot of people want to know, like, all right, how was your relationship with them? Now, I know Cierra was young, so she didn't really know them, right? But the other two, Dion had them for like 8, 9 years, and then had to give them back, and was all like, "Oh, the mom wanted them back, and all this other stuff because she was getting Social Security and well, not Social Security, like what welfare or whatever, like food stamps or whatnot." So it's a lot. AT2, you may want to Sherlock Holmes this issue. Yeah, there's a lot to this, a lot of missing pieces. And again, we're not gonna get the full story. We're just gonna get little bits and pieces. But this is not their first time talking out. I guess they try to speak out like sometime in April originally, and then more recently on August 24th they spoke out again. So there's little moments of when they get ready to expose or tell their truth about the Derricos. Um, Still, I don't know if this is going to be a part of the show. It is interesting that Dion, in that longer form video, and it's on my page, the longer form one, he says, well, we're only going to talk about stuff that happens during the time when we're filming. We're not going to talk about old stuff that happened 20 years ago. And like I said, it's one thing to only put stuff in that you want in there. Like, do you want your whole life exposed? No. But you can't pretend like there isn't other stuff going on. Like all their financial issues, the filing for bankruptcy multiple times, they never put that into the show. Just like this divorce. On the new season, the divorce is supposed to be in the show, but are they going to give us some bullshit, a watered down version of why they're getting a divorce? Because we still got questions, right? Who divorces after 14 children? I don't think Joe and Catherine Jackson got a divorce, right? Even though he had outside children. Did Joe and Catherine actually divorce? The Jackson family. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. And they were Jehovah Witnesses, so I don't think they did. I think they was still, Joe Jackson. Let me see. Yeah, that is very strange to. Nope. Okay. Nope, they were still married. Oh, did you know he was married before Catherine? I didn't even know that. What? Yep, they said, yeah, they were still married, y'all. All them kids, they didn't get no divorce. And mind you, the kids are all famous and everything like that. You would think they would have got a divorce. She was about that money. She wasn't going anywhere. Yep. Would like to know their character, a little history on the kids, because it may all be bullish. Right. Yeah. That's very, and mind you, the divorce went through in 2 days. What judge allows a divorce to go through in 2 days with 14 kids? Now, we know in Vegas you can get a divorce quickly within 10 days or whatever, right? But even with that being said, like the judge didn't have any questions like, well, y'all want to work it out? Like, y'all want to at least try? Like, because doesn't the judge kind of see like if the relationship will work before they approve a divorce? I've never been, well, shit, I ain't never been married, but who been divorced out there? Isn't it like some questions they ask before you just get a divorce? Like there's a process, a lengthy process, right? A lot of people are saying that they think they try and get some Medicare and all that, welfare. Rumor has it Michael wanted him gone when the daughter was published. Oh, I can see that definitely. A judge that was paid off. Me, hell yeah. Oh, okay. You can just walk in and just do that. Okay. We all wish it was 2 days. Yeah, that is very weird. Okay, my divorce took 1 year. We had nothing to split, just 2 kids. See, yeah, see, Melanie and Queen know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's very strange. Like, yeah, you can file, but not only just file. Like, it was approved within 2 days. The marriage was absolved within 2 days. Like, it over with, like settled. Like that is crazy. And Melon and Queen said, "Well, damn, we only had 2 kids and nothing else to split, and I still." Oh well. To be fair, not that you have to tell us, but was there custody issues too? That now that could be a thing. I think Karen has full custody. That was one of the things that they decided on, that she has like full custody or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of like hell. They probably shared a lawyer too, but again, after 14 kids, you getting a divorce, that's very suspicious. I'm sorry. That does sound like y'all was trying to get some welfare, allegedly. Allegedly. Don't make no sense at all. Mine took a year and finalized on my birthday. Oh, it was like a birthday gift to you, Grandma Joy. See, we got a lot of questions. Hopefully this new season, again, they haven't spoke of when the new season is coming out. Hopefully we get some of these answers, and I want y'all, I want them to admit that they try to make Amani seem like he was the only offspring or sibling, and they got other ones out there. I want to see them try to cover that up, or try to, try to pacify that situation, because they led us on not a goose chase, but they deceived us a little bit because you didn't tell us. Y'all made it seem like something that it wasn't. He don't want that. Damn, he don't want them kids. Damn. Ugh. Nevada doesn't require a wait period. Yes, that's true, Nubian. Yeah. Ugh. Damn. Y'all right. Okay, but here it is. The thing though. There is a child tax credit. I can see that. Yeah. And Kamala trying to get it to 6,000 for a newborn and all this other. Listen, they reckon in money, because they basically because I think you allowed up to 3 kids for that tax credit, right? And then one person put it on their taxes, and the other person, I need me some kids. I need me some kids because I'll be rich. No, I owe a lot of money. I wouldn't get none of it. We'll talk about him on a different day, but yes, yeah, get a divorce, right? If you're not happy, then get away. Do not stay in a loveless marriage. An uncontested divorce can be approved by a judge at their own discretion. Yes, that's fire. That's probably what happened. I don't, Vegas, well, Nevada, I should say, because we always say Vegas, but Nevada, I heard they don't get food stamps like that. I mean, they do get food stamps, but it's not like California. In California, I know somebody who get 1,300. I don't think they would get that in Vegas. I'm just saying. Melissa, I am not putting that comment up, but that's funny. Excuse me. A judge only needs to review the paperwork to grant a divorce. Okay. Got you. What's up by now? Someone says there some welfare fraud and real estate fraud. Yeah, they got in trouble for I think it was something about the insurance or something like that, some Medicare or something like that. Karen did. And then the real estate stuff is with Dion. I forgot the exact details, but I talked about it like my first ever video talking about the Derricos. I talked about that. Them people ratchet, everybody not quit. True. Are low in Houston? Yeah. It really depends on the state that you're in. What you get in benefits. Not every state is created equal, so you gotta be careful of that. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. I want to say thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. Please hit that like button. Did we at least get to 100 likes? I feel like y'all didn't even get me to 100 likes. Y'all dirty for that one. But anyway, I love y'all. Be safe. Again, if there's any further update with what's going on with the Derricos and the nieces and nephews and all that, I'll definitely be here to give you guys that update. Other than that, y'all have a great night. Please be safe. Love one another. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I didn't get any Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, but you know, if I do, I'll thank you later, of course. Deuces, everybody. We out.
Is that song that they've been singing? Freedom, freedom, maybe move, freedom, make your body move. Beyonce, was that already a song, and she just adapted it to Kamala Harris? Well, I love it.
Have a great Labor Day, everybody. Hopefully, everybody had a good day. Deuces.